Uh-oh, we got a battle royale between rapper Nicki Minaj and MSNBC's ultra-left-wing commentator Joy Reid over vaccine mandates. In this video, we're going to take a look at what precipitated the smackdown. We're going to see how more and more Americans are siding with Nicki Minaj's opposition to vaccine mandates. And stick with me to the very end of this video, when I'll reveal how this clash between Minaj and Reid actually evidences the new kind of politics that's emerging all over the world. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Stevie with you. Great to be with you. As always, I am your daily fake news antidote. As each and every day, I provide patriotic analysis to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. I'm going to tease you again, gang. We got a major announcement. I got news to share with you that's going to absolutely blow your mind. It's a game changer for this channel. We've never done anything like this before, so I'm so excited to tell you about it. It's unlike anything we've done, and no, it's not another virtual conference. In fact, virtual conferences pale by comparison. I'm going to be giving you the big reveal at the end of the week, so make sure to stay tuned. Finally, we do have an amazing deal for you from our good friends over at Virtual Shield. Virtual Shield is the leader in VPNs, or virtual private networks, on your desktop, tablet, or mobile device, which protects you while browsing the internet. And if you click on that link below right now, they're offering you 50% off the regular price. That's right, half off, so do not wait. Make September the month you take the plunge and begin protecting yourself. Click on that link in the description below and sign up for a risk-free 30-day trial to Virtual Shield VPN today. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Strap yourselves in. I want to set the stage for you a bit here. As many of you know, we've been covering on this channel the worldwide backlash that's going on against vaccine mandates all over the globe. I'll make sure to link down a video below for you when you're done with this one in the pinned comments section. You're absolutely going to love it on the massive demonstrations that are going on quite literally all over the globe against vax mandates. It's going to blow your mind. But one of the things that we've been observing is that vax mandate requirements are in many respects creating a new politics. So in our video yesterday, we highlighted a trend that's absolutely sweeping the nation, telling Joe Biden what he can do with his vax mandates. And one of the things that we noticed was that this backlash against Biden has taken the mainstream media totally off guard. They weren't prepared for this massive uprising against Biden. The permanent political class is just sweeping across the nation. It's not good news when the candidate that the mainstream media shilled for unanimously during the 2020 election is being told to F off by flash mobs of seemingly tens of millions across the nation. The mainstream media doesn't know what to do with this. It completely challenges any template they have to influence public opinion towards the globalist left. But now we have a new development in this clash between the people and the mainstream media that shills for all things left-wing and liberal. And that's the very public clash between rapper superstar Nicki Minaj and the ultra-leftist MSNBC commentator Joy Reid. Now, if you're not familiar with what's happened over the last 48 hours or so, Nicki Minaj tweeted out why she was not going to what many consider to be the most elitist event in American celebrity culture, which is the Met Gala, right? I'm sure you heard about Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez attending the gala with a dress that said "tax the rich" on it. Oh, she was attending a $35,000 per ticket event. I mean, the ridicule that's been heaped on her for pulling such an absurd, hypocritical stunt has been merciless and justly deserved. So Nicki Minaj decided to tell her 20 million Twitter fans why she wasn't going. And she revealed it was because the organizers of the gala imposed a vax mandate. So this is what she tweeted out, quote, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with two strings that grips your head and face, not the loose one." Now, she had some follow-up tweets, one talking about her cousin who didn't want to get the vaccine because he's got a friend who suffered apparently some rather adverse side effects from it on the one hand, but she also recommended too that if people were going to end up losing their jobs over the mandate, then, they might as well go ahead with it so they can feed their families, on the other hand. So she concluded with this: just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. That's the basic gist of her tweets. Well, apparently such opinions are no longer allowed among our media elite. MSNBC's Joy Reid blasted Nicki Minaj's tweets on her program that barely anybody watches. Take a look.
And people like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you. And they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from. Oh, my God. As a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad that you did that. So sad that you did that, sister. Oh, my God.
That's right, sister. That's right. That's right. I can't believe you did that to our community, right? File that away because that's going to come back in this video. It's very interesting. Well, Joy Reid thought that she was going to get away with that. She had another thing coming. Nicki Minaj blasted back, tweeting out, "This is what happens when you're so thirsty to down another black woman by the request of the white man that you didn't bother to read all my tweets. My God, sister, do better. Imagine getting your dumb ass on TV a minute after a tweet to spread a false narrative about a black woman." Nicki Minaj then sent out another tweet that featured Joy Reid's old blog that had a trove of homophobic and offensive posts, including posts that express her own skepticism about the vaccine. Reid tweeted out not too long ago her own total skepticism over whether we should ever trust the CDC again, and certainly over whether we could ever trust a vaccine approved by the CDC. And she had some more, shall we say, choice words for Reid as well. She was simply a no loss for words in her brutal backlash against Reid's on-air criticism. And just when you thought it was over, Meghan McCain decided to remind everyone she still existed by retweeting Minaj's skepticism about the comment, quote, "Well, that's entirely enough internet for me today," to which Minaj simply responded, "Eat shit." Now, I'm highlighting this back in this smackdown, as it were, because I think it reveals a fascinating dimension to this whole COVID saga that actually relates to the football stadiums chanting F Joe Biden all across the nation. Another fascinating dimension to this massive backlash that's coming to the surface here is the fact that the backlash against VAX mandates is actually manifesting what we commonly refer to as a new form of identity politics. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of identity politics that we normally associate with the left, you know, the cultural Marxist left, CRT, critical race theory, all that kind of stuff. No. I'm actually talking about what scholars see as an epochal shift, a massive paradigm shift in our politics, where political discourse and expression is moving from being ideologically centered to being more identity centered. One of the things we have to understand is that this uprising that we're seeing, for example, in college football stadiums and music concerts telling Biden to F off, it's not an ideological backlash, right? It's not a backlash rooted in any kind of philosophy or any kind of partisan allegiance or any thought through political platform, anything like that, right? Obviously, these are not a bunch of registered Republicans rising up telling Biden what he can go and do with his vax mandate. This is not an ideological uprising. What we're seeing is a truly massive backlash rooted in identity. That's very key to understand the new kind of politics that's emerging in the 21st century. For many people, not just students, college football is a symbol of one's identity, one's shared identity, either with their university or with their region or both. And Biden's attempt to thwart that identity is being resisted in, shall we say, the most colorful of terms. What we just saw in this clash between Nicki Minaj and Joy Reid, I believe, represents one of the myriad of ways in which identities are being reshaped around this pandemic, or more specifically, around vax mandates. As the Washington Post recently recognized, vax mandates are in many respects redefining our politics precisely because they're redefining our loyalties and our trusts, which, as we can see here between Reid and Minaj, can pin two people against each other who would otherwise have been thought as sharing a common identity. Now, this is exactly what Reid did when she kept referring to Minaj as her sister, and she was endangering her, quote, our community. But did you notice how Minaj shot back? How she used her otherwise common ethnicity as a weapon against Reid in defense of her larger identification with those who stand against vax mandates. In effect, she said, don't call me sister if you're going to use our race to score some cheap ratings by calling my integrity into question. And she proceeded to then double down in her resistance against vax mandates. It's a fascinating development because it shows precisely the new kind of politics are being shaped currently by vax mandates. The tribes, as scholars would put them, the tribes we all belong to, are no longer easily defined. They're far more fluid than what, for example, critical race theory advocates try to portray. And unfortunately for Joe Biden, the polls show that the vast majority of the population identify with Nicki Minaj rather than Joy Reid. The latest Trafalgar poll found that 60% of likely voters oppose Biden's mandates. And this is exactly what we're seeing all over the world. Again, you will definitely want to check out my video on the world exploding over vaccine mandates. I'll link it down below in the pinned comments section for you to watch after this. But I do think we are seeing a very real realignment, a political realignment around vax mandates and COVID lockdown measures that's further moving the world away from a politics defined by ideology to one defined by identity. And Minaj and Reid offer us a masterclass in just such a transition. Now, before you go, you will definitely want to check out that video that details how populations actually shows you on the ground video, how populations are absolutely exploding over vaccine mandates all over the world. It's going to absolutely blow your mind. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there. God bless.